So on that front, I mean, what would you say that you feel like you've done for your state, the state of gun violence, whether it be in Greater Maryland or specifically with Baltimore? A lot of people will start pointing fingers there. What would you say there?
Yeah, well, I'd say that when we first came on board, I was clear that public safety was going to be our number one priority. And, the year before I became the governor,
Mm.
Baltimore was averaging about a homicide a day. That the 8 years before I became the governor under my Republican predecessor, that the non-fatal shooting rate in the state of Maryland had doubled. The homicide rate had nearly doubled all across the state. And we had a violence crisis. And I said, I will not be a governor that is just going to attend funerals and offer thoughts and prayers and shake my hand in anger. That we were going to do the things that we needed to do, which were making historic investments in local law enforcement. It means making historic investments in technology and predictive analytics and saying if someone commits a violent crime, particularly with a firearm, I want him in handcuffs in 24 hours.
Mhm.
It's saying that we're going to work with our community groups and our community violence intervention groups and work and support the great work that the mayor was doing in Baltimore, but had no support in order to make happen, and support the work of our county executives all across the state, make Maryland one of the only states in the country that now actually helps to fund our U.S. attorney out of balance sheet so we can take some of these crimes as federal crimes. And yes, I signed legislation, common sense gun legislation, that said things like if a person, that a person should not be able to bring a firearm in an amusement park, and saying that if a person has a history of mental illness and a history of violence, that no, they should not be able to purchase a firearm, right? And what have been the results? That the last time the homicide rate was this low in Baltimore City, I wasn't born yet. That we've been able to make literally the kind of changes that we promised and we were hoping for. But we were able to do it because we were able to work together. We were able to do it because we were able to use common sense and common sense laws and policies. And we're able to do it because we brought in clergy and community groups and educators and help people who are returning from incarceration and really bringing everybody into this conversation in a way that I think has driven real results.